bon appetit.
I feel really torn as to whom this video should be addressed. Was that grammatically correct? I don't know. Because Sammy made a video asking some questions that I intend to answer, but should this video be addressed to Sammy? Should I be talking to you? Are you Sammy? I feel like I'm giving this too much weight. Let's just talk. I'm gonna try and be as honest as possible when answering these, so sorry if this isn't as kind of wacky. Yeah, sorry if this is a little bit less goofy than usual videos. If you're new here, this probably isn't the best introduction to my channel. I'd go and find a video where I'm being funny, like, in this moment, what are you most excited for? I have a habit of idealizing the new year, and I know that that's a little bit naive, but I'm not sure if that's really a bad thing. In any case, I'm trying not to do that this year, so I'm not gonna say 2017. The next big thing is some kind of semi-secret stuff that I don't really want to talk about yet. Sammy, if you are watching this, I believe I've actually told you already. Not that Sammy's getting special treatment, but yeah, he got special treatment that one time, I'm sorry. What do you risk regretting about your current lifestyle in 5 years? Two answers. The first would be that I didn't sleep enough, didn't eat enough, didn't see friends enough, etc. And the second is that I didn't spend enough time working on things that I care about. And it's in this central conflict that my life kind of currently exists. Kind of a really depressing answer, I'm sorry. If you had to raise a child with another person with whom you are not romantically entangled, who would it be? The thought alone of raising a child is enough to terrify me. It would probably turn out something like a gremlin, like a literal gremlin. But if I had to do it, I'd probably say somebody like Ray Roberts. Ray, I'm sorry to rope you into this, but this is our life now. This is what we have to do, apparently. He's just as weird and ridiculous as me, but he always seems to be looking out for someone else as well. I think that that's, you know, that kindness is really important. That would be a good thing to pass on. Also, he's already got a snake, and I feel like having a baby probably wouldn't be like a massive step up from that. I mean, they're both like long and slimy and you know, hang out in trees, right? If I were to say home, what's the first image that comes to mind? Here's a return to that earlier statement about idealizing the future, because this sounds kind of weird. When you say home, I don't think of any place that I've actually lived. I imagine an apartment in a city somewhere, and it's always very warm, and I guess it feels like the home that I want to create for myself. I guess that says a lot about me. If I had to choose a place that I've lived already, you know, in hindsight, the place that I lived in America was pretty idyllic. You know, I lived across the street from my best friend. All of our neighbors were really friendly. I got a yellow school bus like in the movies. It was a nice little period in my life. What doesn't scare you that should? I'm scared to answer this because if I think about it too much, it will probably scare me. Global warming, I'm very aware of the danger and, you know, quite scared, but probably not as scared as I should be, but I think that applies to most of the population of the planet right now, hence how we've gotten this far. That and nuclear war. It always feels like some distant, far-off threat, but then when you look at history, at how close we've come to it a few times, it's a bit weird. I know deep down that it's not going to be like Fallout, and even if it was, real-life Fallout probably wouldn't be that fun. What's the angriest you've ever been? I don't really process anger very well as an emotion. I know there's been some debate as to whether or not anger is an emotion or is an expression of fear or shame or, you know, something else, but it's not a stage that I get to very well. I usually just become stressed or irritable before I reach, you know, full-out anger. If I had to pick something, it would probably be finding out that someone that I care about has been mistreated or something like that. Also not a fun answer, sorry. What are 3 most justifiable reasons that somebody might not like you? The big one is that I'm not around, I think. I'm really bad at showing up for things. I can be quite irritable at times, like if you catch me on a day when I haven't eaten, or I haven't slept properly, which is a lot of days. I can be grouchy in a way that really isn't good to be around. That, and then on the flip side, I'm just kind of weird sometimes. Oh yeah, and I really often look and sound like I'm sad. I'm not. It's just kind of my face. Select a random acquaintance in your life. What's the biggest favor that person could do for you? Sammy, has everyone else chosen you? Because I'm choosing you. I'd love to hear how you've grown as a filmmaker, honestly. I know that a lot of everyone's career in this industry comes down to luck, but it would be good to know that I'm working in the right direction, I guess. Or just let me know what you think of my next short, or read a script that I post on Twitter, I don't know. In contrast, what's the biggest favor you could do for that person? I actually have a lot of really good ideas on how you can grow your channel, because I know that you're trying to. I'm not even gonna keep going on that one. I'm always down to help with projects. I know that you're always working on them, whether that be as an extra, or a camera assistant, or taking stills, or being a runner. I'm always up for that kind of thing. And I know that you're always looking for people to be doing that kind of thing. What compliment has meant the most to you? I had someone tell me they love how I notice the small details in things, and I don't know if that's true, or although I hope it is. But it was nice to just, you know, think of someone watching me watch the world. I don't know, that felt kind of nice. I like it when people tell me I'm hardworking, although I kind of always feel a little bit like a fraud when I hear it. Because I think my work could be better if it was just more structured, you know. I think my life could be better if it was just more structured. This all feels way too deep, and I'm very glad that that is the end of the questions. I would love to hear more of the answers to these, so if you plan on making some, please send them to me as well, because, yeah, they're good questions. I can see why the original video exists. I'm really confused that there aren't more of them. For now, I am Sam. That was some stuff. I will see you next time. Hopefully next week. We'll see. Bye.
My world is a little bit brighter. All the colours, enhanced, sounds, just a bit better. There's more puppies. I could just tell. There's
Puppies
more
everywhere.
puppies right
Puppies
now.
under the bed right now. Don't look. Never look. Not bad, huh?